What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Hunt Recovery. We just don't look for recovery. We hunt for it, no matter how close, no matter how far, no matter nothing. We gonna go find that joint. Now, today, y'all, I want to talk about emotions in recovery. Because you just now getting in recovery. I mean, even if you've been in recovery for a long time, bro, I'm gonna tell you one thing that sucks about recovery as feeling all the emotions. And I believe I touched on this once before, but I want to get on it all the way. It's because, bro, like, look, you're going to be feeling all kinds of emotions that you never felt before. I ain't even going to lie to you. And the reason why is because of the fact that we used to bury our emotions. You know what I mean? We used to bury our emotions. We used to just, you know what I mean? We did not want to deal with our emotions, you know? And that's just the way it was, you know what I'm saying? So, like, now, you gonna be like, bro, like, this is too much, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to feel like it's too much. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. But that's just, you know, part of the game, you know what I'm saying? And you gonna, and this is a thing about it is too, guys, like, you're gonna be feeling emotions like disappointment, like fear, like, you know, all kinds of emotions that you never even thought you'd feel. Cause like I said before, you used to bury your emotions every time you got angry or you got sad or whatever. Guess what? You used to do? You used to do drugs or rugs, and you know what I'm saying? And you used to drink or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is, guys. But that's what sucks, bro. Like, you know, having to deal with all that emotions, all that feelings, all that stuff. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, especially when you start feeling and getting to the point where people be like, yo, I'm so disappointed in you and the things you did. Guess what? You're gonna feel guilt. You know what I mean? Or when people talk about all the stuff that you done to them, you know what I'm saying? In the past, you're gonna feel guilty. Like, oh my goodness. Because most of the times, bro, you ain't even gonna know what you did. You know what I'm saying? I know times where I'm like, damn, did I really do that? You know, to that person, and it don't make you a bad person. I'm not saying that you're a bad person because of what you did. It's just a part of the disease, guys. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. You was in your addiction, and the addiction is a disease that makes you do things that you would never have done if you wasn't in that addiction. You know what I'm saying? And it's possible, and that's just a fact of the matter, guys. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it don't make you a bad person, nah. You know what I'm saying? It don't. You know, it was just shit that happened, but you're going to feel guilty, yes. You know what I'm saying? You're going to feel shame, yes. Yes, you know what I'm saying? You're going to feel sad, yes. And it's crazy because you, like I said, you're going to feel all kinds of emotions that you never felt before. You know what I'm saying? So you have to deal with those emotions. You know what I'm saying? And you got to deal with them the right way instead of going and getting messed up, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, counseling is a good way. You know what I'm saying? Talking about it is a good way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, because you have to learn how to deal with the emotions, like, in a productive, healthy way. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about it, guys, you know. But you can do it. You know what I'm saying? I have faith in you. You know what I'm saying? But you also, not even on the good part about it, you're going to actually feel happiness. You know what I'm saying? Because before, even when something good happened, guess what? We used to go get messed up. We used to go to a party. We used to go party. Oh, I got a promotion. Oh, it's my birthday. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. Let me go get a bottle. Let me go get a, you know, whatever your drug of choice was. You feel me? You know. You wanted to go get one. You wanted to go, you know, celebrate. Oh, we're going to celebrate good times. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the point of, guys, you know, like I said, now you're going to see what happiness really feels like. You know what I'm saying? And excitement. You know what I'm saying? And being proud of yourself, you know. And like I said, all these emotions are going to be new to you guys. I mean, that's just 100% fact of the matter is. You know, that's the fact of the matter. You know, so it's all about dealing with them healthy. You know what I'm saying? And being ready for the bad emotions too. Like, you know what I mean? And that's just the way it is, you know. And it's like I said, it's going to be scary. You know, that's the biggest thing too, guys. Scary, fear, and being scared and stuff like that is it's going to be a big one that's going to come up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to let y'all know that one right now. It's going to come up, but it's going to come up, you know, a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even going to lie. Like I said, it is what it is, but it will. And the fear of the unknown. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a big one. You know, unknowing, like, how am I going to deal with, let's just say, for example, how am I going to deal with going to see my family or whatever without being drunk, you know, or dealing with them, or going to see and deal with, you know, a death or something without being, you know what I'm saying, the fear of known, or not even on the bad part, you know what I'm saying, go to a job interview, you know what I'm saying, going to see, you know, going to get, you know, going to school, going to start my own business, going to do whatever the case may be that's you want to do, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, and you're gonna feel afraid, you're gonna feel fear, because this is not nothing, this is something that you never done before, you know what I'm saying, it's something new, you know what I'm saying, and that's the way it is. But yeah, that's just the way it is. I'll be back with in a minute, guys. Alright, I'm back. And like I was saying before, but I want to talk about this too, though. And most other common emotion that you're going to have to deal with is anger. And I'm going to tell you one thing. You're going to learn and you're going to see that you're going to get angry quicker. Snap a finger, you're going to get angry. You're going to get angry. And one of the reasons why you're going to get angry is because you're probably sometimes you're still going through withdrawals, you're still going through those feelings of you can't drink or you can't use or whatever the case may be, and that's true. You will go through that. But the other reason why is too because you're so used to not being in touch with your emotions, like when you're drunk or you doing whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying, you just pretty much you just push it off, you know what I mean? Somebody talking stuff about you, whatever, I don't even care, because I'm just too high, or I'm too drunk, or I'm too this, or I'm too that, you know what I'm saying? Well, now you ain't gonna have those crutches, you know what I'm saying, to just brush stuff off. So it's a little different now, you know what I'm saying? And that's the way it is, bro. Like, so you're gonna have to learn how to count to 10, woosah, you know what I'm saying? Let me just calm down, a minute, because you know what I'm saying, it's just the way it is, and you're gonna have to learn how to deal with it accordingly, you know what I'm saying? And that's the way it is. Like I said, it ain't no damn difference, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? But like, so that's another emotion that you need to be aware of, and you're gonna have to focus on, you know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have to really buckle down, guys, and just be like, you know what? And that's why I said it's very important to talk about your feelings. Talk about those feelings. I know we're the type of people that don't never want to talk about our feelings. We never want to talk about our feelings before. We just wash them down with whatever substance we wash them down with. We're going to just push them all the way down. And that is not the way to do it. That is not the correct to do it. You're going to have to talk about it to whoever want to listen. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I have a therapist and whatever. I'm, in counseling, whatever. And I just like to go over there and just bitch about everything. You know what I'm saying? Bitch about this, bitch about that, bitch about that. But sometimes it feels good to just bitch about it, to get it out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying go and bitch at the person that you're mad at. You know what I'm saying? That's healthy too. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing it in a healthy way. You know what I'm saying? So always to be aware of that one too. But there's one thing I want to... Me and my good friend I was talking to, I had to go pick her up from work. That's where I was at just a minute ago. But anyway... She was telling me that she was afraid of that when she got everything out, everything that she wanted, you know what I'm saying, in life, that she would go ahead and mess it up. And you got to be careful about that, guys, too, because happiness is a crazy emotion, too. That emotion will get you to think that everything all right and everything cool and you just great. So let me just go ahead and get a drink tonight because I'm just doing so well. You know what I'm saying? It'll make your mind think that. And not even that, it's not even just your mind, it's your self-sabotage. You know what I'm saying? You're going to want to try to self-sabotage as much, you know what I'm saying, like all the time. Because you're not used to having good things. You're not used to your life going so smooth and so well You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we all know that recovery is not easy, because it's definitely not. But so you gonna think, oh, something gotta go wrong. You know what I'm saying? So you might sabotage yourself. That's the whole point of, you know what I'm saying, what I'm saying about self-sabotage. You know what I'm saying? That stuff might happen, bro. So you have to be very, very, very careful about that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we're not used to being happy. And we're not used to that emotion. You know what I'm saying? The happiness. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to feel weird. You know what I'm saying? All these emotions, guys, it's going to feel weird. That's just the way it is. That's how it's going to happen. You're going to be thinking, man, I don't like this. I don't like that. This is all crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you got all kinds of emotions coming up. And like I said, don't let it define your recovery. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be hard. Yes. You're going to have to deal with it. Yes. But it's not, don't define you. Don't define who you are. And don't define, like I said, especially those emotions that just going to get you, like, you know, regret. You know what I'm saying? Disappointment. You know what I'm saying? All them crazy things that when people talk about, like, oh, you did this to me, like stealing from your grandma so you can get, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty messed up. And we all know that. But like I said, and I want to real like this stuff before, that do not make you a bad person. It does not. You made a bad decision because you're diseased, but that do not make you a bad person. So always remember that, and always keep that in mind. Like I said, these emotions is going to try to run you crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, this was an experience. And it might get up to the point where you want to shut them up. You know what I'm saying? You got emotions coming this way, hitting you this way, that way, yeah, you know what I'm saying? All the way around, and you like, bro, I just cannot deal with this no more. I cannot handle it. I am done. I don't know what to do. Let me go grab a bottle. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to call my dealer, my dude. You know what I'm saying? No. You know what I'm saying? There's fine, healthy ways to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Go work out. Go do whatever. Go write it in a notebook, in a journal. You know what I'm saying about your feelings? Just, you got to let it out. You let it build. You're going to explode. And that's just what it is. So, like I said, that's what I wanted to say. Like I said before, if you're new to this channel, go ahead and don't forget to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. Y'all like it up. Alright, but I love y'all so much. I'm about to get off of here. And don't forget to be careful of those emotions, because they will come up. All kinds. Alright, I love y'all. You already know what I always say. I'm super proud of you. You. Especially y'all out there that's dealing with y'all emotions accordingly. I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.